Happy Sabbath. So, how many of you would like to live without inflammation? Yes, me too, right? Yeah, you see, chronic inflammation contributes significantly to the development and progression of major long term diseases, such as cardiovascular disease, cancer, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, obesity, Parkinson, IBD, irritable bowel disease. I mean, it's like all of these diseases are suspected of having one and the same root cause: hidden inflammation. It smolders like a fire in the body and destroys it from within. So, as devastating as this may sound, there is good news. There's a way that we can live that can fight inflammation, combat inflammation, right? So the choices that we make every day can affect inflammation of our body. It can either be like water or it can be like gasoline. Okay, it all depends your choices. So, the care products you use, whether or not you exercise, whether or not you drink enough water, um, get enough sunlight. Last but not least, the foods you eat. A combination of all these things and more can act either as water to out the flames of inflammation within the body or gasoline to make things worse. So your choices matter, okay? So did you know that eating the right anti-inflammatory foods just for 1 month is enough to show significant changes in your body? And I've experienced that myself. Which I'll share with you in a moment. But foods that can dampen and slow down inflammation are vegetables and berries because they are filled with antioxidants that acts as the body's inner rust protection and thereby counter inflammation. So you want to include in your diet every day lots of foods such as cabbage, kale, asparagus, onion, spinach, broccoli, peppers, blueberries, cherries, and so on. These are foods that you want to eat abundant of every day because they are powerful anti-inflammatory foods. Okay, those foods are like the water to soothe things down. Okay, and then you can use herbs and spices that also have powerful antioxidants in them to season your food. So you want to use like turmeric, ginger, garlic, thyme, oregano, basil, cayenne, and so on to season your foods. When I make my salad, I put a lot of garlic and onions and things like that. Yeah, and I even use some dry herbs like thyme and oregano. So you can use these herbs to season your food that your food can taste good. Whole grains also acts as powerful anti-inflammatory food. So you want to start to eat like quinoa, barley, farro, brown rice, millet. These all effective in lowering inflammation in the body. Millet, particularly millet, contains a high level of antioxidants, polyphenols, and fiber, which are known to reduce inflammation in the body. So, this millet, as well as quinoa and uh, brown rice and farro, try to experiment using these whole grains because they are tasty and they are very good for you if you know how to prepare them, of course. So, like I was this week on Monday, I started to lose my voice. On Monday, I could hardly speak, so there was some inflammation going on, and I've prayed and said, Lord, I need my voice back. But then I started also to use the very tools He provided. So I did not only pray, but I also did my part. So we can pray and ask God to heal us, but He already has provided things in nature to help us. So what I did, I got all the anti-inflammatory herbs like ginger and garlic and turmeric, and I started taking these things and drinking these things and onions. I mean, blending it up and just drinking it. And in a matter of 24 hours, my voice was back. I mean, it's not 100% back, but it's like 90% back. I was could not talk in one day, and now I am able to talk and I can be understood. So I took these herbs. So they really work. I see God's love in the herb that He created for us. The thing that we need to do is use them and eat the foods that He has provided to protect our bodies internally. And these are the things that will help us in the days of trouble. It will help us. I encourage each one of you to take advantage of the foods and the herbs that God has provided for us because they do help. And we honor God the way we take care of our bodies. So, yes, we can live without inflammation. God bless.